A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on GTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon, Nail Spa and Barbershop, Tisley Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment.
Tisley Cross Cider. Tisley Cross Cider. Deliciously smooth.
The big story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. In studio with me are two people who we're going to be talking all about Calypso today. Yes, we are in the festival season, and one of the things that we look forward to in festival season is Calypso, because we like the political melee that comes out of that and all the different commentary. I want to welcome to the set, wearing her cap today, strictly as a Calypsonian. I would still say honorable, Shireen Flax Charles, welcome. And the man himself, Pedro.
Hi, Kathy.
Thank you,
Thanks
Kathy.
for having me.
Oh, we up your alley, we up your alley.
Definitely.
Calypso this
Yep.
year.
Yep.
You guys miss being on stage doing Calypso?
Definitely. Miss it a lot.
And I do too. I do get an opportunity, Kathy, to sing every once in a while. And it is something that I miss, definitely.
Kathy, you make me feel like I'm on stage right now.
All right. Don't make me tell you pull two notes there. Well, we know this year we outside, having been inside for past 2 years, we could safely say. And we're trying to make sure that we get to be ourselves as we used to be, or even better. And when we come down to a festival season, one of the things we look forward to, big cash prizes for, along with other gifts, but more than anything else, Calypso.
Yep.
We're not going to have competition this year. First of all, let me hear how you guys feel about not being able to compete. Start with you, Shireen.
Well, as you know, based on my position now, I'm not in a position to compete as I would have if I did not have this particular job. I don't think it would be the right thing to do, considering that the prize money comes directly from government. However, the Premier and I, the current Premier and I, had decided at some point, maybe next year, we will hop on the stage just to do some sort of a number. You never know, it might still happen this year. But it's a situation where, you know, I just cannot do it. I do have quite a bit of new stuff that I'm working on. And so later in the year, you will hear some new items from me, Calypso-wise.
Okay. What about you?
It wasn't surprising to me because of all that's happening and the COVID and all of that. I know that definitely we would not be having Calypso this year, because I saw like January, February, March, April, June, nobody got to us. I had some songs and I started working on them, and then I didn't get to finish them. So my spirit just told me no Calypso this year. So it wasn't a surprise to me as such. But then I heard that they're having just a review, and that made me feel a little better.
Right, and Kathy, if I may say, persons may think you just get up and write a song, put the music to it and all of that. There are expenses around that as well. Even if you have your own studio, there are expenses around it, and then the music needs to be written out for the band to be able to play and all of that. And because of the COVID coming off of the hurricane devastating us, persons might be a bit cash strapped and not able to get what they need to put in place in order to be able to be ready for when the committee says, listen, we're having a Calypso competition.
Okay, so generally, what would have been a good time frame for you to know that you could, prepare your new songs?
2 months ahead.
At least 2 months ahead.
At least 2 months ahead. Let's say by May, just after Virgin Gorda Festival, I would say.
Oh,
That's
okay.
April, May. Yes. Let us know you're having.
But
Start working on August Festival.
I want to say though, not to contradict what King Pedro is saying, I think we need to change the mindset a little bit of the Calypsonians. We're always ready because we understand what needs to be done. Some of the new players that might be coming into the arena, what we need to do is to say, listen, there's a Calypso competition at Easter. There's one in the beginning of August. By December, whether we hear anything or not, let's start to walk towards that. The situation this year, last year, and the year before, extenuating circumstances, like I said before, with COVID. So moving forward, what needs to happen is that we as Calypsonians need to be ready. And it is a conversation I've had with the chair and deputy chair of the committee as well. And so I think that you will start to see a little bit more Calypso flavor throughout the year, based on the conversations I've had with the chair and deputy chair of the present committee.
But beside and apart from festival and fairs, you guys as Calypsonian, generally we hear of people putting on this show, putting on that show, putting on that session. Why not throw us a little bash?
That's right.
To be honest, we have tried that.
We tried that.
I have to admit that we did a Concan Calypso event that we had over the years. I can admit that I've been super busy, and it's something that we should start to push back on again. And Pedro was always very supportive of that event, regardless of what he would hop on the boat. And so we have to start to do that and just hop around to the different islands, get into the schools as well, and start to promote the art form of Calypso.
Because it's dying. It's dying, but we're not going to let it die.
Okay.
I know myself and Shireen, I have a couple of other Calypsonians who don't want to let this art form go down. So whatever we can offer, we will. Like you said, going into the schools, get the youths on board, we will.
Okay. You've been wearing a crown, I guess the crown probably take the shape of your head right now.
Got me thinking
or your
every
hair
day.
will actually take the shape of that crown right now.
I have as a matter of fact, it's not one crown.
How much?
Oh yes, VG.
You got 11 crowns.
11 crowns.
And you should know that I'm still the reigning from 2017. So,
Right.
Kathy, if they... I'm telling you, playing out, I'll be holding the crown from 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, then
22.
none in 22, until 23. So I believe we should bring a youth or somebody who will take the crown from me.
I think
Then my neck will get a rest.
But I know when you tell me you said you had to do some stuff with your eyes. It looked like you're going to do one on your neck.
On
now.
my neck.
But I think now it's at a stage where now you just pass on the crown. It's all like cancelled.
It's too
now.
heavy. It's too heavy. I can't
It's
pass
too
it
heavy.
on.
It's got to be earned.
A strong person
Yes.
have to come and take it from you. Yes, you have to earn it.
All right, but while there is no competition this year, we're happy that the committee has decided to do a Calypso show, more as a fundraiser for the Festival and Fairs Committee. Are you excited about getting on stage actually? Now you don't have to worry that you're a minister of government. You can't compete
Culture
for money.
cannot get in the way of
Yes.
that side of it. So we always have to get involved. And some people don't think that as a representative, I should be on the stage singing Calypso. But it's a part of us, it's a part of our culture. And I'll tell you, when you go to the other islands, you see the ministers, the prime ministers, the premiers there on the road jamming. just like everybody else. So we too are doing our part to ensure that festival happens not only by appropriating funds, but by participating as well. And I think that that is important. So I'm excited about Saturday night because it's going to be a more relaxed atmosphere. Persons can let loose.
Yep.
You're not competing against each other. So it'll be a different environment, and I'm happy that the committee decided to put it on and as a fundraiser, because the committee, there's a lot of expenses that go into festival, some that persons don't necessarily understand or know. And so we need to be very supportive on Saturday evening and all of the other evenings that festival will be happening. Every event, let's get involved, participate, and make it a great event this year.
I know Calypso is culture, it is fun.
Yeah.
So it's not about, somebody singing against somebody and you getting vexed.
Right.
Or we banging a politician and they getting vexed.
Oh boy.
Over
get
the years, we bang a lot of them and I've never seen one of them get vexed. So, it's not going to happen. Even though we may say something this year, it's what's happening. We sing about what's happening.
But you agree that if you had competition this year, it would have been hot.
It would have been.
It would have been hot.
Definitely.
Ooh, and do my
So we can't,
Though my sister would not have been able to compete, we might have had a guest appearance and it might have been hotter.
Well, let me tell you, there is a lot of
so.
fodder for the
Yes.
Calypsonians in the last couple of years. And of course, even if it would have been a guest appearance outside of a competition, trust me,
Yes.
there's a lot to sing about. I might have even sung up on myself and all.
right.
I, as a good Calypsonian, you don't let them
You
sing
don't.
on you, whatever position you're in. You sing on yourself and put it out there, and people will understand. I quickly want to say, Ralph T. O'Neill, Honorable Ralph T. O'Neill, he always said you have to listen to the Calypsonians, and he would always make sure that he listened to what the Calypsonians were singing about. It actually helps any government to understand what the people are really thinking about.
Because we are the voice of the people. And I've had Calypsonians, they sang on me. And I stood there and I smiled. They made me better. It's true. They made me better.
So when the show happens, I think it's next weekend.
It's this Saturday, the 23rd.
This Saturday?
Yes.
Already?
Already.
It's right here.
Ooh, wow, a packed weekend indeed. What can we look forward to?
Excitement.
As usual.
I think we have a good set of Calypsonians. We have the Mighty Rocky. Tina will be on stage, myself, Pedro, and a couple others. And so you've run the gamut of Queen Makisha as well. There's a wide variety of Calypsonians and songs. And you never know, you might get surprised. Somebody might come with a little extempo, something new. And so we're very excited.
What makes it more exciting is that we still have our fans.
Yes.
Though over the years we didn't have this Calypso show, the fans are still there.
Well, I want to say something. The other night I was by Martino, and Martino pulled out this tape. He said, listen, I want you to watch this. And it was the very first time that I sang Calypso in Tortola.
You gotta give us this tape.
And yes, I'll have to have him send it across to you. And let me tell you, when you see that crowd out there, and even my husband was shocked because he'd never seen it. This was before I met him. And he was like totally blown away. All of us sang on that show. And I think I sang The Value of a Woman that year. That was my very, very first time singing in Tortola. And let me tell you, it touched my heart, it touched my spirit, because we have to keep our culture alive. We cannot ever let it die.
And the first time I went, I think, was 1995. It was in the cultural center. My wife was on stage with me. And you should have seen the crowd in that place. It was heated. Definitely.
So we could look forward to some good numbers.
And
this
from
weekend.
then we carry on the trend. So we still have all the fans out there. They're going to come out Saturday night and enjoy it.
All right.
Whether we sing old songs, touch a bit of the new songs, they're going to enjoy it.
All right. So in 15 seconds each of you, so make it to 30 seconds. Tell your audience why they should be out there this Saturday.
Then you're not going to lose anything at all. You come, Calypso as usual. You know King Pedro, you don't know. Ain't no Calypso without King Pedro. So come out Saturday night and enjoy yourself. Sing along.
Saturday the 23rd, make sure you're there. It's going to be fantastic. We have a great lineup for you. Not just men, but we have some women too. And women have really controlled Calypso for quite some time in the BVI as well. And so don't miss it. It's going to be very exciting. And you might get a couple extra voices that you didn't expect. So make sure that you're there early to be up in front. And let's have a grand time.
Grand time, after all. It's about time we let loose, it's true.
We outside.
so the Let Loose and already start this weekend at the festival ground is Calypso Review. It's a fundraiser activity for the Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee. It's not a competition, but Lord of mercy, from what we heard here today, it's going to be a blast. So make sure that you be out there. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition of The Big Story.